guys. So I'm sorry the lighting's all kind of weird. It's late and I'm filming in my living room, and of course there's no overhead lighting, so I just have like the hall light stair thing behind me. So I have this nice glow thing coming down. But yeah, I decided to just film this way so you can see my belly when I have to show my belly shot. So I'm just getting to my notes for all the stuff that I took down of what's going on with me and little munchkin in here. Okay, so 26 weeks. I am now back to my pre-pregnancy weight. So that is 225. Scary, scary, scary number, and I shouldn't have let it get up that high in the first place, but here we are, not focusing on losing weight and until after the baby pops out. My belly button is sticking out at like the end of the night. My belly gets like all stretched. I don't know if this happens to you guys if you're pregnant or if it did happen to you when you were pregnant, but my belly is like super sore at the end of the night and it starts poking out like a little bit. Right now it's kind of just like flush with my skin. I'll show you when I pull up my shirt and do all that stuff. But so at the end of the night when it's like been a long day or after I'm eating, it gets kind of painful, like right at my belly button. I used to have it pierced, so I've taken that out, but you can still see where the holes are. Well, now, because it's starting to push out, you can see where the under one was, like inside my belly button. So now you can see like both the little holes, and then you can see, I used to have, when I was a baby, I used to have an outie. So I have like an actual button for the belly button, so that's starting to stick out a little bit. So it's getting close. And then anytime I do a sit-up, it like pops out. But right now it's just flush or a little bit sunken in, depending on the time of day. But it is really painful, and that's something that's really going to annoy me when I start to actually poke out. My feet are swollen at the end of every day, and they have gone up a half a size. I had to go buy a new pair of shoes. I bought black flats, so hopefully I won't have to go buy like a ton of pairs of shoes. And I could just get away with wearing those or flip-flops until the baby comes. But back pain, I've been experiencing that. It's on and off, but I've been doing a lot of lifting stuff at work, so I mean, nothing excessive, but you know, enough that you're moving up and down, so my back is hurting, and I do have that problem. The belly has been stretching. I can like feel it stretching, and sometimes it's like really hard, which is strange. And you know, I'm seeing the stretch marks, which you'll see when I show you my belly shot. The acne has decreased, thank God. I still have acne, but it's gone down significantly from the time that I started to get, when I was pregnant and was in like that first, like end of the first trimester, I started breaking out really bad. Now at the end of my second trimester, I am almost free and clear, which is pretty nice. But when I get them, there's the nice big ones, like I got one right now. But they're not as bad, so that's nice. My boobs, as you can see, they're gigantic. They're huge. I've gone up 2 sizes. I'm going to have to go buy another bra. I'm dreading what they're going to be like once my milk comes in. But my husband's not complaining. But he's, you know, can't play with them because they're sensitive. And leaking. Leaking all the time. That's fun. Not as much as they were, but they are still leaking. My body is getting tired. It gets so tired, like so quickly. I have to go do the mail at my job, and walking across the street is exhausting to me. I'm like panting, and I feel so out of shape, and it's awful. But and then I've also been told wonderfully that when I get that way, then I start to waddle. So that's exciting. Let's see. Oh, so this weekend I went out with some friends. We went for some drinks and went to a new restaurant bar that was in town. And we were out late. We were out till like 1 in the morning. And, well, it's really late for me now. You know, before 1 is kind of early. But now it's really late. And I drove home and it's like being pregnant and out late is pretty much the same as being drunk, because when you're like totally fine out, and then when it's time to go home, it like I shouldn't have been driving. I was way too tired. And then I got home and I went to go post a picture to Facebook and like didn't even make sense in the tagline. So I was writing random things on Facebook, and then the next day I slept in way longer than I should have, and like had a headache when I woke up. It was awful. It was like pregnancy hangover. It was very strange. So I posted something on Facebook about it, and some of my other pregnant friends said that they have the same thing happen to them when they go out, that they get this like pregnancy hangover just from being out, and you're just like completely exhausted. For forgetfulness, yes, that happens. That's why I had to write like all these notes on my phone, because I am extremely forgetful. I used to be really good about remembering everything, and now I can't remember anything. Sometimes I'll forget what I'm talking about in the middle of a sentence, so that's always fun, or words. But it's been getting progressively worse, and I'm dreading the day that I hit 38 weeks. I won't be able to form a complete sentence at all, ever. Eating. I'm eating frequently. It's a lot more constant. I'm eating more. But speaking of eating, last night I actually went out to dinner, and I'm kind of digging the pregnancy thing, because I got the best waiter ever. He was so nice. Kept bringing, we went to Ruby Tuesdays, and they give you like the little rolls that are like kind of like, what's the shrimp place? Seafood place. Of course, now I can't remember. Red Lobster. So they give you the rolls that are like Red Lobster. Well, he kept coming back with more and more and more, and constantly asking me what else I wanted. I wanted a side of mashed potatoes, and he gave it to me, and I wanted all these like extra things on my order. And when we got the bill, there was no extra charges for anything. And I mean, it was such amazing service. Of course, I tipped him phenomenally and for the extra prices of what they would have cost. But I swear it's because I was pregnant. Well, right after that, we went to Cold Stone, which is an ice cream place, if you don't know. And I ordered this special order ice cream. It was the smallest one. And I wanted part of it strawberry and part of it a cake batter. And I wanted marshmallows in it and Snickers, but I only wanted it in the cake batter part. Well, the guy was really, really nice and made it all pretty, and then added more ice cream to it. And so my cup was so overflowing. It was like 2 sizes bigger than it should have been. And again, I didn't get charged for any of the extras. I swear it's because I'm pregnant. I'm getting like phenomenal service, and people are so much nicer. So really loving that part of the pregnancy. People are a lot more polite and helpful. That's one thing I've definitely noticed. So, moving on to Kegel exercises. Have you guys been doing them? Because I'm trying to, but I forget. But yeah, I've been working on those, because I'm like, I signed up for these emails about pregnancy. I should not read them, because they're like horror stories in an email every week. And they're awful labor stories and the horrible things they don't tell you about being pregnant. And I really should just ignore those and not worry about it till it has to happen to me, because there's no being prepared for all of the rips and tears and bleeding and scabs and all that disgusting leakage in diapers and all that crap that you have to do. I would really rather not know until it comes, and then I have to deal with it anyways. But there's no actually getting prepared for it. But I guess the Kegel exercises are supposed to help, so I'm trying to remember to do those constantly. But yeah, so that's like a sad little tangent. Baby shopping. We've been buying clothes. We go to yard sales and like pick up what we can here or there. It's kind of difficult because we don't know the sex, so we're trying to get all the unisex stuff. And I don't want it to be hideous or anything. You know, I don't like those loud T-shirts and, you know, Daddy's Princess and, you know, all the big trucks and everything. I love when babies look like little people, like little grown-ups. I think it's so cute. So I'd love to do that, but you can't really do that too much until you know the gender. So we try to pick up the basic stuff when we can, which yard sales are really great for because you don't have to pay full price. Well, we were in Target the other day, and we found the most adorable overalls, and my husband had to get them. It's like a green polo onesie, and then blue overalls, and they have green dinosaurs on them. They're so, so cute, and we're like sort of obsessed with dinosaurs. It's not the theme or anything, but you know, anytime we see them, we tend to gravitate towards that stuff. And I love dinosaurs, and my husband calls me a T-Rex all the time because of my like short arms. But so it's kind of like this running joke. So anytime we see something, we have to get it. So he saw these dinosaur overalls, and we had to get them. We got them for an 18-month-old, so it'll be good for next summer or the summer after. Yeah, not this coming summer, but the one after that. So it should be good for that, and they were just so cute. We couldn't pass them up. But let's see. Oh, less than 100 days. That's scary. I'm not prepared at all. And my baby shower that I'm not supposed to know about is not till October. And so that doesn't give me a ton of time to get anything that I don't get at the baby shower for the house. So I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. I don't have as much time as I thought. And like, I'm just afraid it's going to go as fast as the first part did. But, oh, in my last video, I was talking about my weight gain, and I kind of mixed up my numbers. So I did want to let you know, for anyone watching for plus-size pregnancy vlogs and kind of keeping track of how that's all going. I started my weight at 225, and I lost 12 pounds somewhere in that time. Well, I started gaining it back. At 22 weeks, I was 220. At 23 weeks, I was 222. 24 weeks, I was 224. 25 weeks, I was 225. And then 26 weeks, I was 225 as well. So when I started gaining the weight back, it started coming on to 1 to 2 pounds a week, but sometimes you get on the scale because I don't know how people don't do it, but I get on the scale every day because I'm like a little obsessed. I'm terrified of that number just jumping up, especially when you're overweight. You're worried about how big you're gonna actually get and how dangerous that could be, or the gestational diabetes. And so I've been like a little stressed about it, so I get on the scale every day. Well, some days it would be like 3 pounds, and then it would jump down the next day, so it really depended on the day. But for the average of those weeks, I was gaining 2 pounds, and now it started slowing down. But my appetite is still increasing, so who knows if I can keep that at the low, steady rate of weight gain. I'm hoping. I don't know if I can actually do it, but I'm really hoping that to only gain 10 pounds overall, because then when the baby comes, I would actually lose weight. I know you shouldn't, try for it, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to like starve myself or do diets or anything like that, but that's fingers crossed what I'm hoping for, because then it just puts me at a better starting point for when I really need to lose weight after the pregnancy, and that way I can keep up with my kid. So that's my long rant of the 26 weeks and things that have been going on because I haven't been doing very good updates so far. So now I will show you my belly button and my belly and all the growing that's going on. And I don't have I'm down here, so I can't import my other pictures, but when my husband gets back from his business trip on Sunday, I'm going to have him do a little thing so you can see like my belly progression. And maybe I'll just do like a little video of my belly progression so far throughout the entire pregnancy. But anyways, here's my belly shot. So got my nice maternity pants on. And let's see. Here's my gigantic growing belly. Pull that down a little. Now I don't know if the lighting is good that you can see, but I have my nice stretch marks here, which now I have 2. And then I also have a matching one, or maybe 2, depending on the day, just right over here. So that's wonderful. And see if I can get close. You can see my belly button hole from my piercing, and there's the under one. So it's starting to stick out, and if I do this really gross, if you don't like belly buttons, don't watch right now, but it kind of starting to stick out, so it's very close. So it's my big belly, and go the other way. There it is. So that's it. Sorry for like the horrible lighting and the extremely long video, but thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for all my new subscribers. I'm like seriously impressed that people want to watch and listen to me just, I don't know, babble on. But I will try to do more updates, and I keep saying that every time, but our schedule has really started to slow down, and especially since I really can't do as much anymore. See, and out of breath. But anyways, I'm going to stop because now it's like an 18-minute video, and I'll see you guys next week or maybe sooner. All right, bye.